I broke the family tradition and became the enemy. In my family, men had one job: become a cop, marry a quiet woman, and never show weakness. For generations, every man wore a badge and brought home the rage that came with it. My grandfather's favorite saying was, "There are two kinds of people, cops and criminals. Everyone else is just waiting to become one." At family barbecues, the men compared arrest stories while their wives served food in silence, wearing long sleeves even in July. After dinner, the men cleaned their weapons in the yard and laughed about putting people in their place. The women whispered in the kitchen, warning each other which streets to avoid if their husbands had been drinking. When I graduated high school, my dad handed me my great-grandfather's police academy application, already filled out with my name. Uncle Mike, the captain, clapped my shoulder and said he'd fast-track me. Time to become a real man, he grinned. My cousins, all officers, nodded like it was gospel. That night, my mom slipped into my room. She handed me an envelope, $200 and a bus ticket. Her left eye was still swollen from last week when Dad found out she'd seen a divorce lawyer. "Please," she whispered, "don't become like them." At 3 a.m., I crept downstairs with my duffel bag. My 16-year-old brother Ethan was waiting in the dark. "You're really doing it?" he asked, voice shaking. Dad had started taking him on ride-alongs, teaching him how to spot trouble. Last week, he'd made Ethan hold down a suspect to teach respect. I took him with me. We rode a bus to a city 5 states away, crashing in my friend Marcus's garage apartment. I found work at a community center. Ethan went to school, for the first time without police talk at every meal. He joined theater. I started night classes and social work. For 8 months, we were finally living. Then I came home one night to see 3 police cruisers parked outside. Not locals, my father, 2 uncles, all in uniform. They found us through Ethan's forgotten social media. My dad had Ethan pinned to the wall, hand around his throat. "You're corrupting your brother with this liberal garbage," he snarled at me. When my uncle reached for his taser, I yanked a fire extinguisher off the wall and blasted all 3 of them. In the chaos, I grabbed Ethan and ran. We slept in a shelter that night, then fled again. New names, new state. I worked construction by day, studied at night. Ethan graduated, got into UCLA's theater program. We rebuilt from nothing. They found us once more, with warrants this time. Assaulting officers, they said. We vanished again. New city, new IDs. Now I'm 29. I run a youth outreach center for at-risk teens. Ethan acts in indie films. We haven't spoken to our family in 7 years. Sometimes I see my dad's face on police brutality forums, still on the force, still hurting people, but we broke the cycle. And even though we lost everything, we found something better, ourselves.